Welcome back to the Airborne Podcast. I'm your host, Ajit. There's no big boy Bravs at the moment because he's on a world tour right now. But we still got Thanos on the podcast.
What do do?
Now, we've discussed all of the free agent acquisitions of the offseason for the Toronto Raptors, and we've discussed many times that, you know, we haven't had the sexiest picks, and Masai has been kind of low-key for the most part. But one specific person that's on our roster this season that's very intriguing, that has won over a lot of Raptor fans, is the fourth pick of the NBA draft, in this year's NBA draft, Scottie Barnes. A lot of people are very skeptical, went a little cross-eyed when Masai decided to go with picking Scottie Barnes over Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs was the initial pick, was the obvious one for a lot of people, based off the fact of, Kyle Lowry's departure was inevitable this season. And Jalen Suggs would have jumped right into that spot and kind of been our future point guard moving forward, along with Fred VanVleet and Malachi Flynn. But the Raptors have always been known for making those unorthodox picks. They never go with what the NBA scouts and everyone around the world thinks. They go their own separate direction. And it wasn't any different in this draft. I think jumping into the top four lottery picks really shifted our decision on which way we were going to go, which way
for sure
head towards. And it made it easier for us to kind of just part ways with Kyle Lowry, let him start a new chapter in his career, and for us start not a rebuilding, but a retooling session with our roster. Now, I do want to get into Scottie Barnes because ever since he got drafted, we really didn't do an in-depth video on him. We didn't really know much about him. We just knew he was very, very, really, really good on the defensive end. He was 6'9" forward, and he fits the mold of what the NBA is moving towards, which is positionless basketball. And for him, we didn't really get to see a lot about him. He's from Florida State, but these past few games in the summer league really show what kind of potential he really has and how good he already is at the age of 20. And the New York Knicks game specifically, he came out with the statement to let people know he's here. And he dropped, I know people are going to say it's just summer league, but he dropped 18 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, I believe 2 steals and a block. Yeah. So, he came out, he showed out in his first game. People were really looking forward to comparing him to Jalen Suggs every game. But the one thing that happened throughout the summer league is Jalen Suggs hurt his left wrist, I believe, or left hand. Yeah. So he was taken out of the summer league. That's how they usually are. If they have a minor injury, if the top pick has a minor injury, they tend to just pull him out. And that's why during the Houston Rocket game against the Toronto Raptors, they pulled out Jalen Suggs when he kind of strained his hamstring.
Makes sense though, right? Just summer league, right?
Yeah, for sure. And after the New York Knicks game, everyone's like, oh shit, Scottie Barnes, now we know why he's here, this and that. And then he plays the Golden State Warriors. He shits the bed a little bit. He had 13 points, but I believe he was shooting 2 of 8 from the field. And then the Houston Rockets.
Sorry. For the Warriors game, I know he didn't do that great, but even Jonathan Kuminga didn't do that well either. Because I saw the field goal percentage, it was just off compared to both of them. So it happens,
Yeah, in that game, In that game, Jonathan. Yeah, in that game for Jonathan Kuminga, he for the most part he was missing free throws. He wasn't shooting well from the field, but he did almost body a bunch of people during that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he just kept missing those dunks, but he almost caught 3 bodies. And
if he keeps playing like this, I feel like Wiggins might be the guy to go eventually, because he's a shooting guard, small forward, right?
Yeah, he's I think he's long enough. He reminds me kind of like a Jonathan Isaac. He's lanky, and he could play small forward, power forward. I don't think he's gonna play shooting guard. He's too big for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I could see Wiggins being the odd man out. He's obviously already expendable for the Warriors. If they get a proper piece, they'll trade him in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for a fact they've been looking at Pascal Siakam. So if they could get that, if they could pull that trigger, they get rid of Wiggins, but also Jonathan Kuminga would be part of that package. Because we're not trading straight up Wiggins for
no, that wouldn't make any sense. We wouldn't do that. That's dumb.
That game against the Golden State Warriors, he had 13 points. He had 8 rebounds, 1 assist, but no defensive stats. And he had 12 free throw attempts, only made 8, so he was 67% from the free throw line. But he's 1 or 2 from the 3-point line for 50%. But his overall percentage from the field, like I said, 2 of 8, is only 25%. So he was shooting horrible. But that wasn't.
He generally shoots like 1-3 in most games.
Yeah, 1 or 2 threes. But he, for the most part, I mean, he didn't have a great game. And then we're like, okay, scratch that off. Let's go to a back-to-back with the Houston Rockets. And then they play the Rockets. He does even worse. But the thing that stood out the most was his defensive end. Was him on the defensive end. He had 5 blocks that game. He only had 8 points. But 5 blocks, I mean, you can't.
That's crazy, yeah.
You can't be nothing but excited for that. You know, like when you see, like right now, everyone's looking for him to score because they want him to be that much better than Jalen Suggs so that it feels like we made the right choice. But don't get it wrong. They're both probably going to have tremendous careers moving forward as long as they don't get hit by injuries. But for us, imagine like Scottie Barnes doesn't have to do that much on the offensive end with our team. All he has to do is guard the best player on the other team. And now we have 2 of those guys with OG Anunoby and Scottie Barnes, right? And even Pascal too. Like Pascal can do it at times. But 2 long guys who basically have the same type of frame. They're both jacked for their size, right? Like when OG came in, I think him and Scottie Barnes basically look the same. Like they're both they both have the NBA ready body. And I'm excited for it. Like I just want to see us just be like a defensive, like hounding people on the defensive end and making them like struggle for so much just to score a point, just to get a bucket.
I feel like this upcoming season, I feel like we'll be a pretty top. We'll be like top 5 in defensive. Defensive, like you know what I mean. Rating. Playing defensive rating, yeah.
And like I could believe us being top 5. It's not like we have any old veterans on our team. All of our guys are pretty young for the most part, and they buy into everything Nick Nurse says, especially on the defensive end. Obviously, a coaching staff kind of changed, so some things might change on that end. Some of our coaches have left, but with Scottie Barnes in that Houston Rockets game, he had 8 points, 5 blocks, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. He was 4-4 from the free throw line. Didn't make a 3-point shot, but took 2 attempts. And he was also 2 of 7 from the field overall for 29% from the field. So he had pretty bad games back to back, but you saw the defensive promise for him in that Houston game.
Did we win or lose that game?
No, we mercied them. Like we were up by like 20. Yeah, we won. I mean, Malachi Flynn did his thing. Precious Achiuwa did his thing. I think that was the game Precious Achiuwa hit a couple.
Oh, he had 18. Yeah. 18 and 10, right? I think
it was in the Golden State game he had that double-double. But in this one, he had 19 and 5. And then he had 2 blocks and 2 steals in this game.
This is one example. Huh?
Yeah. I think this was the game. No. I think this was the game he had a poster.
Oh, okay. No, but what I was saying was, what's it called? This is an example that you're trying to prove. Like Scottie Barnes doesn't really have to score that much. He just needs to play defense and maybe score a few baskets. And then the rest of the other players can step up, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then we had our final game against Charlotte, which was a nail biter. Went down to the wire, literally. I mean, both teams started off shooting like ass in that game. We had the lead for that whole first quarter. I think we held Charlotte to like 5 points for the most part in that whole first quarter, but then they got a 3 at the end. And then after that, in the second quarter, we just let off, and then they were able to like outscore us by like 20 points, and we were down, and then we clawed our way back. And you know, a lot of that had to do with Scottie Barnes in that second half. He was a defensive menace in that second half. He was making play after play after play, whether it was the offensive end or defensive end, whether it was an assist, an offensive rebound and then a putback, or just a turnaround jumper off a missed shot. Like he was doing everything that second half.
Yeah.
And you saw like that was his best game. I think that was better than the Knicks game that he had. He had a 23 points in this game with 5 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, 2 blocks, and he shot 2 or 3 from the free throw line for 67%. But he also shot 1 of 3 from the 3-point line for 33%. But overall, his field goal percentage was much better. He was 10 of 18 from the field for 56%. And he played 30 minutes this game. But if the eye test, you don't even have to look at the stats. If you just saw what he was doing on the floor in real time as you were watching the game, you can see how much of a difference him, Precious Achiuwa were making. Even Malachi Flynn too, but Scottie Barnes was doing everything and anything he could to make whoever was on the floor uncomfortable, whoever he was guarding.
You got to give a shout out to Scottie Lewis for messing up at that last play, right? Remember?
Oh yeah, when Delano got
that turnover, yeah.
People compared that play to when Kevin Love threw the ball in and then Stanley Johnson got the ball, passed it to Malachi for the 3 in that game against Cleveland in Tampa Bay. But this was obviously a lot more was out on the line. That was at the end of the third quarter, I think.
No, I swear that was the last quarter, wasn't it?
What?
The Scott? You're talking about Kevin Love's thing, right?
I'm talking about Kevin Love.
Oh, I thought you meant. Yeah.
No, the Kevin Love one was in the middle of the second or third quarter.
Yeah.
It was at the end of the second or third quarter, but this one was a crucial part in the game.
Mm-hmm.
They were down. I mean, we were down 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think were we down 1? Yeah, we were.
Yeah, we were down 1, and then we got
a free
throw.
No. We were tied. Precious Achiuwa Scottie Barnes tied the game, and then Scottie Lewis passed the ball back to Delano by accident.
Oh yeah.
And then he went up. I thought he was going to posterize him the way he went up,
Mm-hmm.
but then he missed 1 free throw,
and
then
made the last one.
Wait, Scottie Lewis was the one who made the inbound pass and made a mistake.
Yeah. He's the one that made the inbound play and then passed it to a thing.
Yeah. But
yeah.
If you're gonna give him a shout out, you got to give the guy who missed both free throws a shout out on the other end too.
I don't even know who that was.
Was it Need or something, or I can't remember his name, but
Let me see.
Sneed. Sneed was his name.
Sneed?
Yeah, the Sneed, yeah. I remember, yeah. He because it says he was 0-2 from the free throw line, so he got 2 free throws.
I just saw that.
Yeah, Sneed. So shout out to Sneed and Scottie Lewis for coming through and helping us get that W, and hopefully giving us our playoff chances. Hopefully bringing up our playoff chances in the summer league. I don't think we did make it to the playoffs, but we were 3-1, so I mean that's solid.
We'll see.
We lost that one game. It was a close game at Golden State. We could have won that easily if we just shot a little bit better, but it is what it is. For the most part, Scottie Barnes, I'm really impressed with how he's been. And
Scottie Barnes, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying I can't wait to see him with the starting unit, getting some minutes with OG, Fred VanVleet, Pascal, and seeing how his game for the summer league transitions into the actual league, the real NBA roster, and how he's able to do things without having the pressure of scoring or making plays. Because you got other guys, veterans, who have that experience, who can do all that for you, and all you got to do is focus on making your defensive assignment as miserable as possible.
Yeah, I agree. But what I was gonna say is, I don't know, Scottie Barnes kind of reminds me of a Draymond Green, but with more of a offensive skill set.
Yeah, he definitely that was his comparison when he got drafted, Draymond Green.
Yeah,
but he could definitely. I mean, his shooting form isn't broken. It's definitely better than Giannis's form and Draymond's.
Kind of looks like Giannis, though, to be honest. Like the way if you look at it, the way he shoots it, it kind of looks like it.
I think if everything works out, he could be that Swiss Army knife that we have. If he definitely develops that offensive game, he could be a Kawhi Leonard, right?
I thought you said he was going to be like a hybrid of Draymond Green and Giannis.
I mean, he does. I think he's like that right now. He's in between as a rookie, right?
Yeah.
Because he's got the wingspan of like a Giannis almost, but he's got the defensive mentality on that end, like his IQ.
Yeah.
Is like a Draymond Green, and he reminds me like the way he's able to like steal the ball and stuff. He kind of reminds me more of an Andre Iguodala right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like he could, his offensive game obviously has to get a lot better. if we're looking at that Kawhi mentality, like we've been saying about OG for years now.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can only dream, right? I mean, you got those guys with so much potential. You hope they turn out like that, because that would be yeah. No, because
no, I'm just go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, it would be a proper piece. Like one of those. Someone was saying if we had traded for Jonathan Kuminga and Scottie Barnes, those could be our cornerstone pieces.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, no, but I was saying was like he's obviously gonna develop like his offensive thing, because like he kind of has a mentality already. Like you see how well he's playing the summer league right now, and I know summer league is just like it's not like something crazy, but at the same time, like people who perform pretty well in the summer league, it's something,
Yeah, for sure. No,
but yeah, but like his defense is pretty high. It's pretty high as it is right now. Like it's higher than most players in the NBA right now. So I mean, with him, OG, and Siakam, like it's gonna be crazy.
He's not even a small dude. Like it's a big dude, so people can't even bully him like that. Like I feel like he can have a lot of people's number in the league. Like he's like I said, he looks NBA ready for even at 20.
Yeah, for sure.
He's had like a national team career, like an Olympic career, and he's won 3 gold medals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he won. He won one with the under-16 team in the 2017 FIBA championship.
Mm-hmm.
I think they beat Argentina, and he averaged 9.8 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 2.4 steals per game. It says he led all scorers with 20 points and 6 steals, while breaking the under-16 record for free throw percentage by shooting 8 of 8 from the free throw line.
He had 6 steals?
Yeah, 6 steals, and he was 8 of 8 from the free throw line. And like that was I guess it was a under-16 record for free throw percentage. Mm-hmm. So he shot 100%. And then at the 2018 FIBA Under-17 World Cup in Argentina, Barnes averaged 9.5 points, 5.8 rebounds per game, and captured another gold medal. He averaged 9.7 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 2.7 assists per game at the 2019 FIBA Under-19 World Cup, where he won his 3rd gold medal with the United States. So
that's sick.
I mean, if he already has 3 gold medals racked up, hopefully he makes the Olympic team down the road.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, I mean, he's got a solid resume coming into the NBA.
Yeah.
And, he hasn't done much yet because it's only been summer league, but for the most part, I do see the potential there. I do see why Masai picked him. I mean, you could see, like, Masai always goes for those kind of guys when they're available, right? Last year, obviously, I think Precious Achiuwa was one of his guys on his radar.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
But he went really early. Like, he went at 20. Mm-hmm. So we went with the point guard and Malachi Flynn as our future when Kyle Lowry was eventually going to be moved or move on. So I do think that, like, if Precious Achiuwa was available at that position, I think Malachi Flynn wouldn't have been on the roster.
Yeah, definitely. I think he would have picked up Precious.
But that's a win-win now because we have both. And he was born August 1st, 2001. And he's 20. He's out of West Palm Beach, Florida. He's 6'9", 225 pounds. That's what he's listed at. And I think, he went to Florida State for a year. Some of his accolades so far, he was 3rd team All ACC last year. Mm-hmm. This year. He was ACC 6th Man of the Year, so he wasn't even starting. That's one of the that's one of the things, like another thing that we didn't take in when we drafted him.
Yeah.
They were comparing him and Jalen Suggs' numbers, but he was coming off the bench. Jalen Suggs was getting those actual starter minutes because he's a starter, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So people are saying if Scottie Barnes had got those same minutes, they feel like the stats would have been very close.
Yeah, but what else? I was also gonna mention that we don't know if Scottie Barnes is gonna start on the Raptors in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
I mean, actually, he could, because Siakam is out for the first month or so, right?
Well, Chris Boucher is still there, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if they'll start Chris Boucher over Scottie Barnes, because Scottie Barnes has more size, right?
I think they're gonna reward Chris Boucher because he's been there longer. He's a veteran,
mm-hmm.
and I just feel like they will. He had he had a good year last year until he got injured. So I think they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Unless Scottie Barnes, if he does end up outplaying Chris Boucher somehow, then they'll probably switch it up. But Nick Nurse, he loves to play around with the roster, so we'll see. He likes to play around with the lineups.
For sure.
Scottie Barnes was also ACC Freshman of the Year this year, and then he was a McDonald's All-American last year. Yeah, so
I swear everyone plays for that McDonald's team.
Yeah. Third team All ACC 2021, ACC Sixth Man of the Year 2021, ACC Freshman of the Year 2021, and McDonald's All-American 2020.
It's a solid resume
to start off your career. I think the only thing
it's 3 gold medals for me though.
Yeah, but the only thing missing maybe is like a college championship that would have like put the icing on the cake, but it didn't work out for him. But I'm excited. The season is back to starting normal in October again. You can obviously see him in a few preseason games before the actual season starts. That'll probably be at the end of September, beginning of October, probably.
Yeah.
Because usually when the season starts, it's mid-October, right?
I think it's like around because last year was like the 10th, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. No, last year was December, right? Starting December, Christmas.
Oh yeah, because of the thing, right?
Because of COVID.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
But usually, when we go back to the year we won the championship on ceremony night, that started, I think it was on the 21st, I believe. Or it might have been the
22nd.
Oh, was it 22nd?
Yeah, I think it was 22nd, yeah.
I think the season started like on the 19th, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for Scottie Barnes. I'm excited for our roster, even though we aren't competing for a championship. This young core that we have that's going to come together eventually down the road is definitely something to look forward to.
Very exciting.
And for Scottie Barnes to get his first opportunity to play for the Raptors in front of the Raptor crowd is going to be the most fun thing to watch. Because,
I just miss the fans, man. The fans are the one thing that I'm missing. Because, it wasn't the same in Tampa.
Yeah.
They're bullying us, man. Like, it's not something...
Huh?
No, just saying it's not something nice to see because obviously as a player you'd want to see your fans cheering for you, right?
Yeah.
Like having them boo you is just kind of a letdown.
Yeah, even Malachi Flynn, he didn't get a taste of it yet. He's gonna get his first taste in this coming season. And same with Malachi Flynn, even the summer league. This is the first summer league, right? They didn't have it last year.
Yeah.
Technically, this is kind of his rookie season. He's gonna go through that. Through that summer league, through the experience with the fans for the first time in Toronto, where they won't hear any boos. It's just going to be straight cheers. And it's going to be rocking. It's going to be electric in the arena. Scotiabank Arena for the first time in like a year and a half. Almost close to 2 years, but it's crazy. And also look forward to the Kyle Lowry return game.
That's going to be so sad. Just seeing him.
He
said he's going to cry. He's going to cry. He said he was going to cry.
I'm just looking forward to like that tribute video, see how everything is. It's going to be electric for him too. And
they should make that the first game of the season.
They're saying that, but I don't know. We'll see. I wanted to make a poll for us saying, do you think that Kyle Lowry will make his first return to Toronto before Danny Green gets his ring from Toronto? Danny Green.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that, man. You might as well just give him the ring. Like, there's no point of waiting. Like, I don't know why you waited this long.
Danny Green
just got the ring.
Danny Green's like, please, man, I got my Lakers ring, please. For the love of God, give me the fucking Raptors ring. But I think he could have got it, but he really wanted to have that Toronto embrace. He wanted to have that same thing that happened in Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
He wanted that celebration. He didn't just want to take it. And Lakers fan weren't as grateful for Danny Green for what he did for them. But I know the Raptors will be grateful, especially that Game 3 performance he had when
definitely
when he dropped the 6 threes. Especially that 1-3 when it was a loose ball and he passed it to him. Danny Green just like kind of flicked it up, pull up 3. But yeah, any final thoughts on Scottie Barnes and the potential we have with him on our roster?
I'm not gonna lie. The first when the picks came in, like not the actual picks, but the mock draft, and I obviously said Jalen Suggs, and I actually wanted to go with Suggs.
Yeah.
Maybe potentially Jalen Green too, but it didn't work out.
No.
At the same time, Scottie Barnes, after seeing his highlights and everything, I'm kind of impressed of how well he plays and played in college. I feel like he'd fit well with our team. I feel like he's gonna fit well in the future with the OG Siakam, Van Vliet. I feel like that core alone is pretty solid, and I'm hoping down the line, maybe in the future, he gets that offensive. He gets better offensively, so we don't have to rely on Siakam that much. And Siakam can be that second option, and maybe hopefully Barnes could be that first option that we were looking for all this time.
I mean, we're not going to put all that pressure on him right now.
No, yeah, not right now. No, I'm not saying now, but I'm just saying like down the line. Right now, like it's good. Like he what he's showing right now is good.
If you can just have that OG Anunoby, slow
type of season, like the first year.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Just that OG Anunoby projection, like from the time he came into the league, if you could just go on that same transition, that's good that's really good on its own. But if he can exceed OG Anunoby, then that's when you're gonna see he's gonna be entering that Kawhi Leonard territory.
Yeah.
Because Kawhi Leonard had not a broken shot, but his shot wasn't that great when he came into the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
The mechanics were still good, like he still had a good follow through. But when he got that shooting coach, and he was able to work on it, because I think when he got drafted, it was a lockout season, right?
Yeah,
it was a lockout season that year.
2011, 2012, right?
It was the year LeBron won his first ring against OKC in 5 games. But that year it was a lockout season, so they were able to have an extra few months to work on their game. And Kawhi Leonard was able to focus just on his shooting, and that's why he was able to fix that a little bit. And now you see like the player he's become with all that work he's put in. He's injury prone obviously, but he's an assassin, a mid-range assassin. He shoots the three well now, and I just hope that we have a player like that can kind of people expect him to be a defensive menace only, but can somehow transition into that offensive beast.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't liked the video, make sure you like it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to it. What are y'all waiting for? Stop slacking, bro. And we'll be back with some more videos on some of the other Summer League prospects that we have. And hope you enjoy all these videos. But till then, stay blessed, stay woke, and please stay safe. Peace.
The price I want for sure you gon' need.